Well, hello, everybody. Welcome in. It is Wednesday, June 10th, 2026. This is the show you don't want to miss. We always have great shows here, but this one in particular is truly interesting. It really is. It's a long time waiting, actually. In fact, we're going to get into it very soon. I just want to say this is where the party begins. This is now a party, and we're all invited to it. So welcome. Welcome, you nobodies. That is us. Those that don't matter. I don't matter. You don't matter. We decided not to matter together. And even Dreamer in the chat doesn't matter, right, Dreamer? But here we are, a bunch of nobodies that don't matter. And that is a blessing. Even though we don't matter, we're always right. And those streets get dirty and messy out there. Not because of us. Not because of us. Because of everybody else's hypocrisy, lies, and them being fake. And we're going to point one out today. Again, it is a long time coming, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to do it right now. Hard work does pay off. Dreams do come true. Bad times never last, but bad guys and bad girls do. Meet me right here. What's going on? What's going on? Rachel in the house, CJB Comedy, what up? Crystal, of course, OG, Chantel, Jade 420. I think, Jade, you were asking for a Discord. That Discord link, was that you? I don't know if that's the same Jade. I think so. I'm getting too many emails on that, and I'm sorry, I'm very, very behind. I apologize, but I'll get to it. I'll get to it for sure. I hope everyone's doing well. You guys doing okay? It's early, right? Very early for a very morbid live stream. I see Jessica in there. Oh, Jessica, was that you? Okay, we were trying to figure out what Jessica it is. All right, I'm gonna have to get on the horn. Was it get on the horn? I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. Sue Wilcox is here. Belinda is me for AC 101. Bree with them receipts, the legit receipts, right? The real Rachel 2.0, Shy Neb, here comes a regular, Jackie knows, etc. I see you all. All right, let me turn off this music here. We're gonna get started. Petty Ghost is in the house. Sonia's in the house. What's up, Sonia? Oh yeah, if you guys saw the AI early on, that was of course by our genius Sonia. Little Frodo in the house. What up, little Frodo? DS Good Girl. I believe you got a Discord link, right? Tinker Toy, Sugaboo, Bluffing with My Muffin, all these names coming up. It's Marie Bish, Marcel Harding. Yes, we like Marcel. Hey guys, if you do have a channel membership, you may have noticed maybe on your iPhones or your mobiles devices, I don't think they work as far as the special custom emojis. That's a YouTube situation there. It's a bug. It's been happening for the last few live streams, so not sure when they're going to fix it. Hopefully they do it soon. Only people on a desktop or something like that using a browser is going to work. Yeah, there's Dots right there. Dots says they work in Chrome, the browser there. Luna is in the house. I'm getting some. There, Gen Z. Okay, Jen is in the house. Yes. Yeah. Hopefully Diana. I don't know if Diana's in here. I'm not sure. Diana, if you are here, hopefully you're doing well. I'll have to reach out and see what's going on. What's going on with her zombie mom? Everybody coming in here. Again, this is something you don't want to miss because it's fun and interesting and it's long overdue. Ananis. What up? Hey, I want to thank some people because it is the grift train. Let's be honest. We're grifting off of those hypocrites and we feel good about it every single time. Dots, thanks for gifting 5 memberships to some folks here. Hopefully they can use the emojis. If not, YouTube, dude, refund everybody. Refund everybody until you fix the emoji situation. Jade 420 has been a member for 13 months. I'm going to have to make sure, Jade, email me again and say, hey, Discord link, please. sirmorbidex@gmail.com. Benny in the house. Benny, thank you so much for becoming a member. I hope I didn't miss anyone there. Uh-oh, we got a special guest. Of course we have our special guest, right? Yes. Hold on one second, and we'll bring up our very, very special guest. Very special. because it's our friend. It's our friend here. And it is, of course, Dreamer. What's going on?
I just want to tell you, I'm very proud of you. In that live of Amber's, they were wanting to railroad you.
Oh, no. I hate being railroaded by people.
And they wanted to attack you. You pissed them off more by not going up there.
You know why? Why give them any more tragedy grifting, right? Why give them more money? Because I heard on TikTok, if you go up on someone else's panel, they take the money. So why give them money? They're all liars and hypocrites. I'm not going up there.
New. I'm not sure about that. I did hear something about that they were starting that something new. If you're up in the panel and like if you're up in the panel and I gift somebody, the creator whose live it is, they get some.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. So I don't want to take that chance. And plus, if I go up on those panels, what are they going to do? Yell and overtalk and,
they're going to listen. Point. And you know what's really sad is Amber doesn't realize Cook, she needs to stay away from her because Cook put out a video saying, check the baby's V card.
Cook, you are so disgusting, Cook. Why would you say that? But you know what? You're friends with that Moo Moo, right? Moo Moo and them are friends, so it makes sense. Both of them are very, very disturbing individuals, just like the one we're going to cover today named Scotty Boy.
Okay. Anyways, I just wanted to come up and say I was proud of you. You didn't go up. You didn't fall for their crap.
You know what? That made my day. Hey, how's Bones doing? Bones the cat. Bones the kitten.
Bones? Well, we found out Bones is a girl.
Oh, yeah. We love girls. We love girls.
But so I would just call her Miss Bones.
Miss Bones. Bones is a girl's name, too. Bones the kitten. We love her.
Yeah, I'm not changing.
We already love her.
Yeah, she's a Velcro cat. She won't even eat her food unless I'm sitting right next to her.
You're going to have to bring her up every single time because we're going to want to see her. So you know that.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you later on these streets very, very soon. Peace and love. Peace and love. There she goes. There she goes. Let me drop down over here real quick. All right, guys. You ready, man? You ready for this? I see Jeff in the house. And what's up, Jeff? And Rachel's coming in, pickles and daisies. Again, if you want to be a part of the Discord, you have to email me, but we're just allowing certain people to come in. I need to know your user handle and things of that nature. So, sirmorbidx@gmail.com. All right, let's get started here. Hotel California, I see you. Where do we begin? And where did my little thing go? I was about to start, and then my mouse just kind of freezes up here. Let me, I know what I have to do. I have to fiddle with this display thing here. And there we go. Boom. It is working already. Let me see what else I have to pull up here. Hey, before we get started, look at your big screen. There is Moo Moo here. Moo Moo. Let's give it up for Moo Moo. Moo Moo, little woo woo. Oh yeah. Oh, let me put her down a little bit here. Oh, there she is. All terrible tattoo over here. The loyalty tattoo right there on the chest. Right there. Oh, that's a little bit too much. Loyalty. She has no loyalty. She has loyalty to collecting TikTok gifts. Oh yeah. Hey, so let's talk about it here. What was I going to say right now? I don't remember. Oh, yeah, I remember what I was going to say. The fan funding part of it. The Grift Train wants to thank... Wow, Bree with the facts? Are you kidding me? You are a member of this channel? I think hell has frozen over. Oh, man. Wow. Winning. Where's winning? Where's the win?
Winner, chicken dinner. I don't think so. Winner, sheen dinner.
Hey, that's close enough. Want to thank you for being a channel member. Jen is in the house. $5 super chat right there. Oh, yeah. All right. Belinda is me, a member as well. Okay, I see what's going on over here. Sugar Sunday in the house. All right, let's do it. I wonder if the frog is live right now. Where's the froggy? Hey, froggy boy, why don't you come up here, huh? Because we're going to talk about you now. See, you were talking about me for quite some time. In fact, I was very patient. I let you do your thing, and you had a dirty delete, of course, which I have all the evidence. I already downloaded the stuff, and everybody is watching. Morbid is watching, and we're all a little morbid. We truly are. Diana, I see you. How you doing there, Diana? You doing good? What's going on? Update us in the chat right there. I hope everything's going well. I know you're going to go for another test or something like that. I hope you're okay there, Diana. It's good to see you, though, in chat. That's for sure. Anyhow, let's move on over here. Oh, there it is right there. There you go right there. Hide your kids. Let's talk. Let's talk about this, guys. Of course, you have to have Elmo and a frog. And the frog is actually one of our moles. The frog is shining the light on Elmo himself. Oh, there he is. That's another jump scare. I swear to God, I got to fix my mouse here because it goes every which way. Let me fix that again. Okay, there we go. So we got the frog over here. The frog is our mole because we have moles everywhere. We have people that are loyal to us. We may not have numbers and we don't need numbers. We like quality over quantity because we're the elite. We're the elite 1%. You know, just like society. Society has mainly people that are sheep. People that just follow. People that just believe anything you say. In fact, who takes advantage of this? People like Becca Scoops and all this, and people like Case. Case likes to, well, he thinks he's a Captain Save-A-Ho. Isn't that funny? Because now we're going to point out his hypocrisies, and there's many to go over, and we're just going to shine the light on him just a little. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. In fact, that's why he hides all of his internet activity from his own wife. And that is so true. Too bad you're a public figure. Too bad your wife is a public figure, you know, because in the Constitution of the United States of America, we have free speech. Okay. This guy is crying all over the place until he finally meets a male on the internet that won't put up with his shit. You know, he likes to bully women on the internet. He likes to call me bullying women. No. There's a difference between what I do and what you do. What you do is cowardly. What you do is always behind the scenes and in subreddits, under alt accounts, and then you just harass them. You stalk them, and then you turn it around and say they stalked you. But we already have all the receipts and evidence of your activity on the internet. It is absolutely clear. And we're going to shine some light on you tonight. Kermit the Frog right here is our mole, and he's going to help us understand who exactly you are. And it doesn't take that much to really figure it out. But you're lucky. Why, Case? Because you have a viewership and an audience that has been built in. This audience that you pander towards and ask for money from are compliments of me. Because without me, you're nothing. You've always been that. I brought you to relevance to this audience that you pandered towards and that I left almost a year ago. Why did I leave? I saw hypocrisy. I saw the dirty workings and the backstabbings and all the shit that y'all pull behind the scenes. And still to this very day, you do that. You do it in every one of your cronies. But I made you. I made a lot of people in this gypverse, and that is why I own you. There is record of this. Everybody who was anybody came here for almost 2 years. For almost 2 years. And what do? We uplifted. We were positivity. There's no positivity in your camp anymore. You are left with said low IQ idiots, sheeple, as Becca Scoops have properly named all of you. So you could thank me. You could thank me, all of you, even Becca Scoops, for the audience, the built-in audience. You could thank me for the live format that I presented that y'all copy off of now, because you're not original. You could thank me, okay, for everything. For all of that money you have been receiving off the back of a victim named Dee Dee Blanchard. There was never justice for Dee Dee. And these people are pretending again. They're fakers, they're hypocrites, and we're pointing one of them out again. And it's not that difficult. So Kermit the Frog right here is going to shine the light on you. And if you have anything to say, you're not blocked. Why don't you come up here? Why don't you come up here like a man? Because you're not a man. You're not a man. You like to run on these streets of the internet and like put your chest out there, you know, try to intimidate people like Toddy One Skip, iamfknpeachie, fucking Jesse, Dear What the Heck. Hell, you've been doing it since the Aaron Carter days, boy. And we're going to talk about that. There are people, women that you have bullied off of the internet. You tried so hard. You go into subreddits and you bully Penguin's horns. You bully all these people over there in that subreddit because you like to throw your weight around until finally somebody stood up to you. And that's a man, a real man, something you know nothing about. And now look at you being a coward and acting like you do. Acting like you do. We're going to get to this right now. Here it is right here. We're going to get into this in a moment, that screenshot. But before we do, I want to talk about this. Let's go to this guy's little, because he always has to play the victim. That is case study in a nutshell. This guy is constantly the victim. He is the victim, and he always plays that to the T. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. So yesterday, let me see here. I'm going to have to pull this up a bit here. Yeah, there we go. Yesterday, he posted this. He posted this because I'm looking for a home. I'm looking for a home to purchase, you know, and somebody sent me a picture of someone's house. And I'm like, whose house is this? And they're like, I heard you were trying to look for a home because California is too expensive. Yes, I paid $3,000 for a 2-bedroom. All right. In California, that's about 1,100 square feet, 1,200 square feet. $3,000. Yeah. Okay. So I said, hey, is there any other place? They're like, what, do you like Tennessee? I said, fuck, I was almost born there. I was born on the borderline of Fort Campbell. I was born in Fort Campbell, Kentucky, right there on the border of Kentucky and Tennessee. Military brat here, of course. But anyhow, let's get into it because that's not the point of all this. This little baby girl, baby princess frog, Casestudyz. What a wimp, crybaby. He goes to law enforcement because he gets a little trolled on the internet. He needs his local sheriff to handle it for him because he can't do it himself because he's not a man. Clearly, I don't know. Maybe he grew up with it without his dad, it seems like. But anyhow, someone sent me this house and I'm like, is this Casestudyz house? Because I know he lives in fucking Tennessee. The person said, no, it's not. I promise you it is not his house. Okay. But it's funny. And I said, okay, I'm in for funny. So I posted it on my community tab. I posted it. I said, hey, this looks like a nice house. I love Tennessee. What do y'all think? Should I buy the home? Is it the right price? So this guy gets triggered, but I knew it wasn't his house. It's not your house, Scott. It is not your house. Or you're a liar. You told people that it was your house or something, and a child was endangered because your son doesn't live there. You don't live there because you live with your stepdaddy. No, not your stepdaddy, your father-in-law. You live with your father-in-law's house, okay? With your family. So stop lying to people. Stop trying to play victim on the internet, gaslighting your people, thinking that you're being stalked again online. This is his sort of playbook. This is what he does. This is what he does. This is what he does constantly. This is his playbook. And look at, he got so triggered by that picture of a house, okay, that I didn't know. It was just a Tennessee house with, I believe the person, the source that sent that to me. And I verified, are you sure this is not that fucking frog fucker's house? And they said, absolutely not. I would not do that to you. And I said, okay. But she said, he said, or she said, I don't know who it is. They said, it'll be funny. Just put it up there. Hell yeah. You're looking. You're in the market. I said, let's do it. Let's roll. Let me get a water. So I post that, and this is his reaction. He's like, I am going to go ahead and go on record and saying I'm uncomfortable with Sir Morbid X doxing my family. How did I dox your family? I don't even know. Well, I have your information. I never put it out on the internet, bro. I've had that shit for so long. You're a liar. You are such a liar because you need to be the victim all the time. Stop lying, bro. Now you ran into a real man on the internet, okay? I'm not some woman that you can bully and boss around. That ain't happening, okay? So listen up. So here he is right here. He's uncomfortable with me. Dude, we're all uncomfortable with you. We are uncomfortable when you do that stupid, cringe Elmo voice. And you can clip that and send that to your damn law enforcement, your local law enforcement, okay? I'm sure they're going to go ahead and file a report for you that I said that your freaking Elmo voice sucks. It is absolutely cringe. And we all cringe at. So, sir, you make us uncomfortable. His escalated threats and doxing of fellow creators. No, you're the doxer. You've doxed iamfknpeachie. You doxed her name. You doxed her location. You doxed everything. You doxed Jesse, dearwhattheheck. The person that you said was stalking you, that's not even true. You were stalking her every which way. You liar. You're such a liar. You've been stalking a lot of people in the Aaron Carter universe. You, sir, are the bully, the woman bully on the internet, and then you like to hide behind people's skirts like evil ghost. What happened there? Now he's not standing up for you because he can't say shit because he actually met a real man now. What you gonna do, bro? What you gonna do? You want some smoke again? Do you need smoke again? Huh, there, buddy? Huh, what are we gonna do? I try to play with those guys. They wanted to play, so I said, let's play. And then they went away. They took all their toys and went home. And now I'm left alone. And here you are doing what you do best, crying to the viewers that I blessed you with. And I'm so sorry. I should apologize to you because they're a bunch of low IQ, idiotic sheeple viewers. So you can keep them unless they want to snap out of their addiction. What's up, Stacy? Oh, shit. Oh, my God. It's been forever, man. Wow, Stacy, man. That's an OG too, guys. Let's give it up for Stacy. We love Stacy.
Me?
No, not you, Stacy. What the hell? That was the problem. Yeah. Stacy has all the E's, and no one else can use an E in their username because she took them all. You see all those E's right there? All right, so let's move on here. So here he is crying like a little bitch to his little audience that I created for him because he has no talent at all. He thinks actually, having an Elmo voice is some sort of talent. Okay, pal. On his live stream tonight, he also doxed. Dude, dox doesn't have two X's, you numbnuts. I get sick of that. It's one X. Doxed another creator, a name, and address. Are you talking about Moo? Moo said it's okay. Moo actually says her address proudly on TikTok streets. She gives out her phone number to everybody. She did it last night. She's like, I don't care. This is my number. Beepity beep, do, 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 do. You know, yenta, 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 blah, blah, blah. She's been doing that. She doesn't give a shit. And you know what their thing is? As long as someone has already done it, it doesn't matter. It doesn't count as doxing. I was doxing no one last night. Again, another lie. Go check your facts before I check you, boy. Oh, what a numbnuts. A douche. He's such a douche. Douche. Then he proceeded to prank call them. Oh, is that against the law? Prank calling now? Jeez, I'm so sorry. God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know prank calls were doxing people. How does that even work? What a fucking idiot. At the end of the day, I can put up with a lot. No, you can. Your wife puts up with a lot. She puts up with you. You childish princess boy, you. You know, I would say I feel sorry for her, but you know what? She doesn't feel sorry for her late husband's victims. Yeah, the ones that he essayed at the age of 13. Yeah, so I don't feel sorry for her at all. She still defends Kim Fowley, her late husband, and so do you. So do you. You chalk it up to a Me Too movement, the height of the Me Too movement. And that's the reason why it's okay what Kim Fowley did, essaying 13-year-old girls. Okay, buddy? Yeah. But I get it, man. I get the fact that, well, I guess you could put up with a lot, right? You put up with 7 cats in your house when you're not even supposed to have 7 cats, according to your city's ordinance. So clearly you don't care about breaking local laws, right, buddy? It would be a shame if somebody actually reported that. Somebody that has, I don't know, responsibility towards cats and how you just pick them off and put them in your house and keep them entrapped, especially when we heard Kim Fowley himself in an interview right here on YouTube say, Kim Fowley said that he jerks it to these cats. He splooged on this cat, this 60-pound cat of his. Yeah, and there's a picture of it, and it's in my community post. You're okay with that, so I am worried about your 7 cats there. I truly am, and everybody else should be, because you're okay with this Kim Fowley's behavior from 30, 40 years ago, as you say, right? You said it happened 30, 40 years ago. So saying drugging little girls that are 13 years old at a hotel in Hollywood is okay, and taking advantage of them and raping them, I guess that's okay to you because Casestudyz says it happened 30, 40 years ago. That's who you are actually protecting. He likes to protect. He likes to protect that sort of activity that his wife was all a part of. His wife, who is a public figure, by the way. And here he goes on, and he says, what else does he say? However, when individuals start giving out personal information to murder simps. Okay. You know what? Honestly, I'd rather give information to a murder simp than a actual child predator simp like you, Case. A true child predator simp, which was Kim Fowley. Because you back up his actions all day. You like to say you want to protect children. You don't. Because you give excuses for Kim Fowley's behavior on the internet and what he did in real life. You and your wife do that. What is worse? What's the worst crime? Any crime against a child. Wouldn't you guys agree in chat? Wouldn't that be worse than murder? Do you want to see someone murdered? If you had to choose, do you want to see someone murdered, which sucks and that is terrible? Or do you want to see a kid being essayed or something like that? What would you choose as worse? He says murder simps, but I say you're a child predator simp, and there's proof of that because we have you in a community post that you dirty deleted because you dirty delete every single thing you do on the internet because you know that you're wrong. You know okay? Because you're too emotional. You, sir, as Apple Charlotte would say, emotional damage. Yeah, that would be you. Because you're always constantly emotionally damaged online. You see? And that's why you act. You just act. And so you post. And then later on, you see that everybody sees what a fool you are, how disgusting and vile you are. And that's why you delete. But see, as you say, and everyone else does, the internet is forever. There are always people watching. Morbid is watching. Morbid is watching. We right here, the elite, the 1%ers, yeah, we're all a little morbid. So we're always watching. So he takes issue. I take issue with murder sims. Not child predators, but murders, like legit child predators. I take my family and everyone else's personal safety as high priority. Do you guys believe that line right there? Do you really believe this horse shit? This is why he's a hypocrite and he is so fake. This guy is so fake. He takes his family. We know that's not true because when Becca Scoops doxed his son and doxed his wife to Toddy One Skip, he did not care. We have the receipts on that. He said it multiple times. I don't care. Well, guess what? Thank Becca Scoops for that because that's why the information was out there. Otherwise, we wouldn't know. And we don't care, to be honest with you. You constantly make it a deal. You're the one that puts your family right up center. That's what you do. And you're worried about everyone else's personal safety as a high priority. Dude, you don't even worry about your own child being doxxed on the internet by Becca Scoops. Why? Because you want to keep collecting the grift, the tragedy grift, not just the grift like we do over here. No, the tragedy grift, the blood money that you're collecting off of a victim that was brutally murdered. Dee Dee Blanchard. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do, and you'll continue to do that. It's gone beyond trolling. You're right. You're right. You're so fake. This is so fake. It's gone beyond trolling. What? What has gone beyond trolling? Can you explain it to us? Why can't you come up here like a man? I'll make sure, because you like to claim, oh, he mutes me. No. I'll put you on the screen. I'll put you on the screen, pansy, because I know you're watching. You have no choice but to watch, unless you fired up a panic attack live stream again, right? Because you don't want people to hear the truth about you, and we're going to get into it, and it's going to get really good. It's gone beyond trolling. We have a full-blown dangerous cult that has hired a very disturbing dude right there. That's slander. That is defamation and slander. Where are your receipts that I was hired? Why are you slandering me again on the internet? Why are you making this shit up? That right there is harassment, defamation, slander. I would say so. And all the dirty, deleted live streams, 3 of them that you did, calling me a child predator, saying you have the evidence that I'm a P3D, a pedo. You don't even know the definition of what a pedo is. You don't. Come up here. I want to test you. I want to test your dumb ass IQ, bro. I want to test that shit. The cult. To do their bidding. I respectfully ask for it to come to a halt. You respectfully, dude, you can't get my name out of your mouth since day one. Since day one. What, you don't like my community posts about your forever daddy, Kim Fowley? Is that what's triggering you, buddy? What is it? How can we help you? Are you off your medication? I don't know. Is your father-in-law spanking you in the basement right now because you're not paying him rent? What is happening? Case. Is he not feeding your frogs when you're away playing with your, I guess, friends outside in the playground? What is it? What can we help you with, Scott? You coward. Don't consent to me or my family's private information being shared like a Pokemon card. You would know everything about Pokemon cards, right? I guess you lure pet shop owners with Pokemon cards to get some more frogs for your collection. Is that what's happening? Also, sick and tired of being the only motherfucker that calls this shit out. Let me talk about that real quick. What does he mean by this line right here? I know exactly what he means. Also sick and tired of being the only motherfucker. He's the only motherfucker that calls out everybody's shit. Rant over. He's the only motherfucker. Right now, that right there is a shot at all of you stupid, low IQ creators. Mainly Becca Scoops. He has tried so hard. Him and Haiti and all the people that do his dirty work behind the scenes. You don't think I know? Oh, I know. He actually reached out to Becca Scoops recently. Can you check this? You can't make this shit up. He reached out to Becca Scoops. Remember we did the live stream a week ago and we did the stream snipe stream and it was so harmless and we were just fucking around, and we had a good time doing so. Do you guys remember that? Do you guys? Yeah. So we did that. He thought, oh, look he's harassing and bullying you. You know what, Becca? Why don't you file a copyright lawsuit against him? He asked Becca Scoops to do that. After he threw Becca Scoops under the bus in a big way. You think Becca Scoops is going to do that? Becca Scoops actually said, no, fuck no, I ain't doing that against Morbid. That's the truth. He reached out. He had the... This is his character, man. And you know why? Because now he's feeling a little bit, I don't know, full of himself. He thinks he's getting some views now, right? He's getting views because he was the only one around for quite some time. Because Becca Scoops, her truth train derailed because of me. Because of what I exposed her with. So that was done. Truth train, they don't talk about anymore. So she was out of the picture, okay? She was on a hiatus from live streaming because it was pretty damn embarrassing being revealed as Annie Scoops and Sugar Will. And it was the end of that for some time. Guess who rises and starts doing live after live after live to fill that gap, to fill that tragedy grift that was missing? Well, it would be none other than, of course, Frog Boy, Princess Frog himself. So he reached out to Becca Scoops and he was begging Becca Scoops. He was begging her, please file a copyright lawsuit against Morbid. Please strike his channel, Becca. And she said no. She said, no, I'm not doing that shit. So he's been going around town asking Becca to do these things. And she said no. And you know what? I don't blame Becca. You know why? Because Casestudyz and Barbara Ann did her dirty and she knows it. Becca knows it. She knows it. And also, there's this fear factor with me, if you haven't noticed. Nobody wants to fuck. They like to start the game, but they don't like to play the game after when I enter. They don't want to play. And I'm like, come on, let's play. You poked me a little bit. You said, hey, come over here. We want to play with you. And I come over to play and they're gone. I get bamboozled all the time, man. I swear to God. Anyhow, so let's move on to this right here. So we read this dumb shit. And then he posts today, I guess, just minutes ago, right here, Casestudyz, this moron. He says, in the past 24 hours, Sir Morbid X has doxed, again, it's one X, where another creator lives. Really? Really? Okay, I already disproved that. Harass them via a prank call on a live stream because, yeah, okay. Prank calls, I guess, are, chargeable offenses now. It's just a harmless prank call. And I even talked to anybody. I got a voicemail, for crying out loud. This guy just, I don't know what to say about him. Threatened to release nudes of someone on TikTok. Who did I, what? When did I do that? Whose nudes do I have? This guy is just nuts, man. That's all you do. All you have to do is lie at this point, We take our integrity seriously. We take the trust that we share, the bond with our elite ones, the 1%ers. The reason why they're loyalists and loyal followers of mine for almost a decade, some of them, it's because they know I'm not full of shit. They know I'm an asshole, dickwad, whatever, douchebag, But hey, I own it. Yeah, that's me. That is me. I say some wild shit sometimes. I do some crazy shit, but hell, at least I'll admit it. They don't admit it. They don't even say they're bullies. They don't even say they're hypocrites ever. Because they're fake, I know people when they hear me and I do these things, whether they're crazy or not, you don't agree or disagree. At least you know I'm real. At least you know I'm not fucking around. I don't care about, I don't want to say I don't care about the views or anything like that. But hey, as long as people are here and entertained, having a good time, I'm good with it because it's fun hanging out on live streams. It's fun hanging out, doing a show sometimes. I know that because I've been doing it for 10 years and I appreciate people that have been with me for so long. I call them super OG channel legends. And I'm glad that I pick some up along the way every single year. Because we're the cool, uncool kids that play on every digital playground. And we have a good time doing it. So moving on to this right here. Threatened to release someone's nudes off of TikTok. Okay, bro. Doxed and shown photos of where my family lives. Dude, you don't live there. Again, you're lying, bro. You live in Franklin. You said you lived in Franklin one time. Tennessee, right, bro? So stop lying. I didn't put an address up with Franklin on it. So shut the fuck up, bro. All right. Someone sent that to me and said, it'd be funny if you put it up there. I said, is it his house? They said, no. I said, all right. Funny, you said? I'll do it. As long as it's not his dumbass house. I've seen your house. It's actually not your house. It's your father-in-law's house. You live there, bro. You live there with your frogs in one of the smaller rooms. That is you, okay? So shut the fuck up. I've seen your goddamn father-in-law's house, but I didn't put it out there. I didn't put it out there. And I won't. And here it is. Doxed and shown photos where my family lives. Again, he's a liar. Threatened to dox Haiti Joyless. Really? I said she had a cam slip. A couple of them. And I got a picture of it. Dude, you came on the internet and you had a cam slip. That sucks, bro. That sucks. But hey, if you're going to do that on the internet, sometimes, your cam is going to slip and people are going to take screenshots. That's not doxing you, especially when you like to make fun of and bully people's looks anyhow. And they'll say, well, you bully too, and you make fun of people's looks. No shit, Sherlock. At least, again, I'm man enough to admit it. You, however, deny it when everybody knows that's a complete lie. Never taking accountability for themselves. This is them. This is why I don't want to be a part of that anti-gypsy community ever again. I will not do that. I will not do that. I don't want to be a part of a community of a bunch of hypocrites, liars, and sheep, true sheep, and a cult that will believe anything and everything, even though you show them legit receipts. They will deny it. They will deny it as long as, well, they'll deny it because it doesn't go along with their agenda and narrative, because they're the bullies. They want to be in comment section after comment section harassing people. Just like, who was the guy yesterday? Was it Paul? The person that interviewed the black gentleman who interviewed Gypsy? I think his name was Paul. They're all up in his comments. Thousands of them, one after another, blasting him, bullying him. And I know you, Casestudyz, is probably up in there as well. These are the people that send people to your comment sections to bully you. I don't want part of that mess. I'm sick and tired of them. They're a bunch of hypocrites. I won't do it any longer. So I'm not going to be there. But I'm going to call them all out. That's why I say they're all on the chopping block. And it will never end until they're done. And they'll never be done because they're infected with a disease in their mind and in their hearts and deep down in their souls. They can never snap out of it. Not a lot of them, but some of them, a very small percentage that could be a part of the elite one day. We're giving you a year. Give it a year and they'll come around. Some people have already realized and started coming around, not in numbers and droves, because it's just, society is just not built that way. But a lot of people that are actually elite like us, we're just built differently. And you just have to understand that. And if you don't, give it a year. This is now a legal matter. Mr. GoFundMe scamming king over here saying it's a legal matter. Interesting. This guy scams everybody on GoFundMe. He has a history of it. Casestudyz has scammed another community in the Aaron Carter universe before that he had lung cancer, and then he wanted to do a GoFundMe, and he did, and he took that money and he stole it. Does that sound familiar? Yeah, because recently he asked all these sheep. He asked them, hey, I need money for my attorney fees. A retainer, right? An attorney retainer. So he collects over $4,000 or something like that. And he puts that money. In fact, he steals from Sharon. Remember we talked about Sharon? The old lady that had to reactivate her, credit card to donate to his GoFundMe. Yeah, that's Sharon. Who's collecting SSI or, her social security. Yeah, that's Sharon. And he took it. Dreamer came up and she wanted to buy a shirt off me. I know buying one of those shirts could be pretty expensive because, it's my merch store, sirmorbidx.com, by the way. I like how Nightbot, is like spot on and at the right time drops that link right there. That wasn't planned. But they'll probably think it's a conspiracy that I plan that shit just for a plug. Since we're here, though, sirmorbidx.com, great merchandise. Sonia, you do a fantastic job. Let's give it up for Sonia. But anyhow, Dreamer comes up and says, hey, Bones, I'm going to go ahead and buy that off your website. You know what I told her? Because I know I don't want her to waste money. I don't want Dreamer to waste money on shit like me. She wanted that stupid Dale shirt. And I told her, Dreamer, don't buy shit. I'll send it to you. I'll buy it and I'll send it to you. And that's exactly what I did. That's what you should have done to Sharon. You know her situation. You just stand up there on the panel listening to her saying that she's going to open up a credit card, right? For your ass, right? When she's not in a good situation, a financial situation to do so. But you take the money. You take that money, right from her. You didn't do what I did. You should have just told her, look, Sharon, I love you, man. You're a supporter of mine. You're up here. You're my internet mom, as he likes to call her, and says, you should have said, don't worry about it. I don't want to take your money. Keep that. The community got me. But this piece of shit gets a GoFundMe ready to get his attorney retainer. $4,000 plus. So he's working with Haiti behind the scenes. He's working with someone else behind the scenes to get that money, and all this stuff set up. Okay, his GoFundMe set up here, which he dirty deleted again because he doesn't want any evidence out there. But the internet is forever, you dumb fuck. So he's out there collecting this money, and one of the people, and that's not Haiti Joyless, okay, says, hey, you reached your 3,500 mark or whatever. You reached the limit. Now you could close that shit down. Close it down. He says, no. Let's just keep it going because you don't know. Maybe I need more money. Who knows? Maybe. So more money's rolling in. He doesn't close it down. And then finally, he eventually closes it down with a surplus of money. You know, unbelievable. So he's pocketing hundreds of dollars off of that right there. And so this individual's like, wow, this guy's a fucking asshole. This guy's scum. I helped him with all this stuff. And he does that. He does this community dirty like that. Because what? He wanted a few hundred more dollars. Yeah, that's him. And you know, that GoFundMe money, he said that he was going to provide receipts. How many times? How many times over the past few months, actually months now, that people in the subreddit called him out. People over on Reddit said, where are the fucking receipts, you piece of shit asshole? Give us the receipts. He goes, oh yeah, I'll do it. And he pretends like he put the receipt up there. But he never did. He never did. Where did that money go? Where did that money go? He doesn't want to be held accountable because he's doing it again. He is grifting. He is tragedy grifting at the highest, okay? He's doing it while he's bullying women on the internet. And then when he runs into an actual man on the internet that's going to play with him, he cowards and says, now it's a legal matter. Like he's saying right now, right? It's a legal matter. What a fool. What a fool he is. And again, he did this go scam me, okay? Little trick back in the Aaron Carter days with his fake lung cancer story. And I'm going to show some evidence and clips of him and how he was back in the day. It's no different from how he is now. And these are true receipts, nothing edited. Okay, nothing that came from trolls or anything like that. No, this is you. So, yeah. So where did that money go? That $4,000, maybe $5,000 he collected recently? Because your attorney didn't need to use that. Yes, it was a retainer and he collected maybe a few $100. Because guess what? You didn't need the lawyer. You didn't need the attorney fees because you never went to court. Afterwards, it got dismissed because the person didn't show up. So why? Why did you keep thousands and thousands of dollars? Can you explain that? No, he can't. He can't, and he will never provide those receipts. In fact, a few days ago, I was on a live stream with him over on TikTok on Keisha's panel, and I asked him, what did you do with that money? Show us the receipts. He said, I already showed the receipts. No, you didn't. You're a fucking liar. And he said, I said, go. If you showed the receipts, you would have no problem putting it up again. He said he would do that. He would do that almost last week, right? Well, a week in, guess what? No receipt. No receipt. Because he knows everybody else is going to forget about it. Because of the messenger who is me. Because maybe I'm the most hated person in the Gypverse, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it because I'm not here to serve the masses of sheep. I'm here to serve as a humble servant the elite 1%ers, and that is us, the nobodies. So this guy doesn't show receipts. This guy took that money because the attorney didn't even need that money. I think he only needed a couple $100, $300 for court costs and all that stuff because the fucking case was dismissed because the person didn't show up. Dear What the Heck didn't show up, so you didn't need to fight her in court, you fucking scammer, you. And you pocketed that shit. You pocketed the thousands of dollars. And what happens following a week later? He has a new Nintendo Switch 2 and a bunch of games. He not only has a new Nintendo Switch 2, right? He does a giveaway for his old Nintendo Switch. That's how much money he has. If you don't have money, wouldn't you sell that shit on eBay or something like that, bro? And then try to pay your community back? No, not this guy. Not this guy at all. This is not how he operates. See, when I did any sort of fundraising, I always try to include every single person in the community. And there's proof on that. Go back to how I raise money for the DD Earn. DD Blanchard's Earn. Okay. How did I do it? I already knew the amount. And I said, when we reach this amount, it's over. I closed it and I did it all on live, on the screen. You saw it all together. That right there was the biggest receipt. And I only wanted people to donate $1 so everyone could participate, because I knew I had hundreds and hundreds of live viewers and it wasn't really that much. I don't even remember the amount right now, but we had more than enough live viewers to actually just collect $1 from everybody so they could feel a part of it. It was just the symbolism of that moment. Just, yes, I feel like I did something finally for Didi that was of substance and we could touch it. We had a goal together, we reached it, and it turned into something physical for the family. But this guy, he steals the money from every single community, has his ghost scammy. Case doesn't even tell the people, like, hey guys, guess what? I got a lot of money back from that retainer because the case was dropped. It was dismissed. So I didn't really need to go to court and I didn't have to pay my attorney the fees that I expected to pay. He lied. He is a fraud. He is a fake and a scammer. And why don't you get your ass up here and explain that shit, boy? Do it live so we can hear you stutter. You know, stutter when I ask you the right questions. Because your anxiety only goes up day by day because all you can do is focus on whatever's going on here. Because like I said, we are your creator. We made this universe and you just live in it. And we're watching from the skies and the heavens above down on you, collecting that money all on you because we own you. We own the Gypverse. And you could take that to the bank. We created it and we'll do whatever the fuck we want with it. And if you don't like it, get the fuck out of the verse. Okay? All right. Thank you very much. There's an exit door. Get your ass out of there. He can't because he's addicted. He can't get enough. So there's that. He always likes to do these legal matters and bullshit. What else does he say? This piece of trash, hot garbage. If you guys know me, you know that I will not allow someone to put my family in harm's way. Again, another liar. Another liar. Huh. Interesting. Because he didn't care when Becca Scoops put his wife and his child in harm's way. He's a hypocrite, just like every anti-gypsy, I guess, follower is and creator. All hypocrites, all liars. That's why I'm not there. And that's why I'm right here. People ask me all the time, Morbid, how the hell did you go from anti-gypsy to here? Oh, I'm so disappointed. I don't give two fucks how disappointed you are. You should be disappointed in yourself. You should be disappointed in the fact that you lack common sense and logic. So here it goes here. He is very disturbed. Morbid is very disturbed and dangerous individual who has gotten away with this behavior for almost a decade. What behavior? Assholery? This guy's been a real asshole on the internet for 10 years now. That's disturbing and dangerous. If it's so dangerous, step out of our fucking universe that we created for you, that you're merely temporarily involved in. You don't like the heat, get the fuck out of here. You don't like the weather, it's a little too hot for you, go over to the Philippines. It's actually really hot in the Philippines. I always bring up the Philippines. Tonight he will go live and direct his cult followers to go and harass Becca Scoops when she goes live. This guy so doesn't know what's going on because I'm not going to go live. I already did that. Why would we do the same thing twice? Unlike you piece of garbage, you uncreative, Elmo-loving, frog-fucking piece of shit, punchable face, all of those things. So I'm not going to go live. And he's banking on this because he just recently talked to Becca Scoops and begged her, please go after Morbid for me, Becca. Please, Becca. Because I'm too much of a pussy to do it. And you know what? Evil Ghost is the biggest pussy. You know, he says that because he thought Evil Ghost was going to help him. But he's like, nope, I'm good, bro. I'm just going to cover Fat Ryan. And that short midget, unfunny, fucking wine ox puppy because he's the size of an ox. Let's be honest. With his garage sale, yard sale, fucking Michael Kors, fucking, I don't know, purses that he spray paints over and calls it a day. Yeah, that guy, you know, the guy that's been bald since 3rd grade. Yeah, wine ox puppy. That guy, he doesn't even do gypsy content on YouTube. That's how afraid he is of I guess of the elite, because we are elite. We are elite. We're the boogeymen, I guess. Ooh, they're assholes, guys. I mean, they're dangerous. All these people are real dangerous here. So, no, I'm not going to go live on Becca. We already did that. Ugh. What else is there? Targeted harassment against YouTube's TOS. Dude, you're targeted harassment. You're the one that's obsessed with one person. Actually, 2, 3. Gypsy Rose, Ryan Anderson, and Ken Urker. I would say that's pretty targeted now going on 3 years. So, again, you're a hypocrite and you're a fucking liar, bro. I'm going to take this to my local, because you know he was today and yesterday, he was totally hanging out at his local police station, and they're like, oh, fuck, it's him again. Him and his fucking frogs. I swear to God, this guy. They're so sick and tired of you, bro. Every time you leave their office, they're like, what a pussy. That is the biggest pussy. They're making fun of you, bro. They're actually listening in right now. They're laughing and they're sending me PayPal and Cash Apps right now. They're like, go, Morbid, get that fucking ass. The pussy cuck, Sib. I got you guys. I got you. Oh, man. Shout out to them. Shout out to that Tennessee police department over there. Doing good work, y'all. Gentlemen, women. Ladies over there. Hey, actions have consequences. And James, oh, thanks a lot for doxing my first name, you fuck. Is about to learn the hard way. Oh, really? Really, dude? I like to, please go easy on me. I don't want the hard way. Can we do it soft in the beginning? I like the soft way, gentle. It's my first time. Fucking more. Where else is this? Giving out individuals' personal information to a cult following the support following that supports a murderer is incredibly dangerous. Then get the fuck out of here, bro. You're a liar anyhow. So what you just said it right there is a lie. But if you feel that way, leave. There's a fucking exit door at the gypverse. It's like the Truman Show, you know, when Jim Carrey finally meets the very end, you know, and he's like, holy, wow, there's a door here. Oh my God. Yeah, just walk through that door and you're good, bro. Okay? We don't need you anymore. Thank you for all of your little tiny skits. Those Elmo skits were just awesome. Everybody, I mean, they went viral, right? This guy. I have a child to protect. Dude, if you're this worried, you little baby, then protect him. Clearly, you don't care because you're still around. You want to be Captain Save-A-Ho again. Yeah, it's not working. You're failing at every corner. This is a setup for a new GoFundMe. This is a setup for his new GoFundMe in the sense that he contacted Becca Scoops. And why did he contact Becca Scoops? Because without Becca Scoops, listen to me, Becca, without you, he can't raise as much money as he did on this GoFundMe because he wants to collect money because, I don't know, the big bad cult over here was making a little funny of him and he got his little fifis hurt. Yeah, that's why he needs you, Becca. That's why he reached out to you, and Becca knows this. But if you don't know that, know it. Well, you know it now, Becca. He needs you to promote his GoFundMe. He wants to use you again. He wants to use you again, Becca. And Becca's not putting up with the shit. She even turned him down. But see right here, baiting all the time. But Becca, he's going to harass you again when you go live. Trying to bait her into it, you know, because he's so desperate. He needs the help. He needs the help. He truly does. As if we don't have a community here. We may be small, but we're quality, okay? So yeah, we can match y'all. Just shut the fuck up over there, man. Whatever, dude. I have a child to protect. No, you don't. You don't care. You don't care. Even the officers that you've been filing this, you know what he's doing? A protective order against me. He actually went to the police station and filed. They're like, dude, where's the evidence that you need this? You know, this is fucking wasting law enforcement's time. We're not going to fucking just grant you this shit, right? This is what he does, right? This is his pattern. Like he can't even take it that people disagree with and hate his fucking guts on the internet, especially when it's women. He gets butt hurt. He lives in comment sections, fighting with these women, following them around in every section of the internet. He's always popping up. And so he was down there today. He's like, look, he posted a picture of a house here. I mean, go get him. Go get him. Oh, man. Anyhow, let's move on here. And he's trying to convince others to do the same. It's like, dude, why are you wasting fucking law enforcement's time on horseshit like this because you got your feelings hurt, bro? Control your feelings. And again, if you can't, exit the fucking verse. You don't need to be in the verse we created, okay? You decided to live in there, so you're going to take everything we give you because we're your creator, okay? So shut up. Of course, he wouldn't know anything about that. He lost his family, shocker. Oh, some more defamation. Oh, that's going to go over well with law enforcement, right? Yeah. Look at you, bro. Look. Hypocrite. Oh, my family's in danger. Well, he's trying to say that I lost my family. What does that even mean? Where did he get this? Where did he pull that out of? Face it, Jimmer. Face it. You face it. You can't face shit, bro. You go to your local police department and want them to face it for you. You want everybody else to fight your battles for you because you can't do it yourself. You coward. And when it's a little bit too hot, the heat, the temperature is a little too high. There you go. And you cry, and then you want to do a GoFundMe, and then you say it's a legal matter now, like the baby that you are, but you were just fine. Weren't you just fine when you were harassing Toddy Oneskid? Weren't you just fine when you even just recently been stalking and harassing I'm fucking Peaches again? Weren't you just fine when you're harassing, stalking, you know, everybody over there on the subreddit, like Lil Frodo and Penguin Horns, fighting with them in comment sections that they didn't even want you to be a part of, but you insert your fucking pussy ass in there. Look at him. He is tall, handsome, witty, funny, beautiful wife, custody of my child, and no booger pillows. Yeah, that's real serious there. Always has third grade little jokes there. It's not even funny. Tall. You're not tall, bro. The guy thinks he's tall, dude. He's the size of Tom Cruise, let's be honest. Witty. I don't think. Come up here, let's see how witty you are. The moment he comes up here, I ask questions, he's going to be stuttering again. That's all he does is stutter. He goes, okay, Jimmer. Loser. And then he busts out, you know, he's so anxious, he busts out his Elmo fucking voice. That's what he does. That's when he can't stand it. Tall, handsome, booger, pillows. And I'm also not a misogynist or a sadistic, malignant narcissist. Really? Oh, wow. He just actually described himself in that one line. And he also described Audrey the Gross. That's exactly, maybe without the misogyny there. Who knows? But sadistic, malignant narcissist? Absolutely. Audrey the Gross for the win. Your disgusting history with children alone on Discord is a red flag city. Are you sure about that? Again, more defamation, more fucking lies. He doesn't have any proof of that. Where's the proof? Let's see. Besides the video clips edited by one Vin Vader, who has been proven in the last year to be an actual child predator, but he's no longer with us. He's been caught. That's why you don't see him around when he's been, stalking me. Yeah, obsessed with me for probably 8 years. This guy has been following me for 8 years. But once he got caught last year, and we have all the evidence, it's under Hackerson right there, at Hacky Hackerson. Hack's right there. He can even drop his YouTube channel. The playlist is right there. He got caught red-handed. Purchasing child pornography, I should say. But it's YouTube, it's okay. Child porn on the internet. He got caught doing child role play, sex role play on the internet. And in Dreamer's interview, Vin Vader admits that he's been doing that game. The game where he purchased child porn art. He admitted that, but you know what? I understand why you use his video clips now. I understand why you use innocent children's voices off of the internet. You're using other people's kids' voices and mixing it up with some sexual content that I did years ago when I was Jimmernam. That's you. See, that's not over my head. It was always over Vin Vader's head, but he didn't care because he was truly a child predator on the internet. And there's receipts of it because he's no longer here after he was exposed. And hopefully he passed away. Last I heard, he passed away in prison. Yeah, in good old Canada. You don't see him around. Or he had a stroke. Who cares? It doesn't even matter. Good riddance. But you... Of course, you would use his clips of innocent children on the internet because it fits your troll narrative, right? Because it fits your narrative because you can't get anything real real life about me, because I have the cleanest record of all time. I've been an outstanding citizen of these United States of America, and I'm proud of it. I'm so proud of it. You won't find anything dirty on me in my real life. So you have to go to fantasy land and then, I guess, use Vin Vader clips. That's what you have to do. I don't have to do that. I just point out who you are now. I point out the hypocrisy that you are in real time, because I am witty, unlike you describe yourself. And if you are witty, you should come up here and face the music and stop scamming people on the internet in the name of Dee Dee Blanchard now, you sicko. And here he is, and I'll be damned if I allow someone to, like you, continue to target my family. Dude, no one's targeting your family. Again, you don't even care about your family. I already ran over this. Nobody is and if somebody is targeting your family on the internet, what's the best thing to do? Police officers will tell you this. And I hope his local law enforcement told him this when he went down there to file another false report and wasting, I guess, taxpayers' money when there's actual real crime going out there. Not in his mind. You know what the worst crime is? When you say you don't like him on the internet. When you point out the fact that he is a fucking douchebag on the internet. That's the worst crime in his mind, in his pea brain. And if you think your family is being targeted, get off the internet. Leave the gypverse. You don't have to be here. There's a reason why you're here. Because you're a tragedy grifter. It's as simple as that. The grifting off of Dee Dee's tragedy is more important to you than your family being targeted clearly, and your family, according to you. Your actions speak loud, my friend, and you're not my friend. You expose yourself. I don't need troll clips to expose you. I just need to point out why you're a fucking dummy. Hope you saved enough. Hope you saved up enough money for a retainer fee. Okay. What, you want to take me to court? For what? Making fun of you? Okay, let's go. Do it. Do it. I guess you haven't read TMZ article with Jimmernam. $5 million lawsuit against me. And I didn't use a lawyer because I'm pretty fucking smart. I'm a smart guy. Even though I say people have low IQ, my high IQ actually is pretty high. I think people can tell. I think people know. I could represent myself. Let's go. I don't need a retainer. Let's run it back. You want to play the game? Let's go. I'm waiting. You waste your money. You go ahead and set up a GoFundMe and beg Becca Scoops. Becca, will you please promote my GoFundMe again? Please do me a solid. Becca ain't gonna do it. She knows you're a fucking asshole. You threw her under the bus and you brought Barbara Ann along the ride with you. You think she's gonna give you that solid? Nah, she ain't doing shit, bro. Because you know what? If she does, I'll throw her ass into the lawsuit as well because I'm doing all the paperwork. So I would be, I should call my friend Bullhorn Betty. People are going to laugh. Hey, I miss you, Bullhorn. I actually like Bullhorn. She's awesome. She's good. Shit. People are like, no, not her. I'm gonna have her do some of the paperwork. Bullhorn. Oh man. I hope she's doing okay. Is she still around, man? Damn. It's been a while, huh? It's been a minute for her. I'm sure she's doing fine. Anyhow, let's go over here. Hope you saved retainer fee. See you soon, Jimmer. Again, I've been on TMZ. Google TMZ Jimmernam. Okay. Yeah, I won that lawsuit. $5 million all by myself. All by myself. I should have been a lawyer. All right. As you will, many others hope Gypsy was worth it. Gypsy. What is it? Everything evolves around Gypsy with these morons. They always have to put that in there because they know it's the buzzword. They know it's the buzzword to get their sheep fucking dancing. Yeah, Gypsy, anti-Gypsy. Yeah, you know. It's so easy to do so. That's all you have to do. The creators such as Flawless Nina, who you did dirty, by the way. Another person this scumbag has done dirty. Do you guys see it now? The bad characters out there from the anti-Gypsy verse, how they've done everybody dirty. Yeah, Flawless Nina was done dirty by this guy. Toddy Oneskip was. Anyhow, he says creators such as Flawless Nina and Toddy Oneskip who continue to enable his behavior are also on the clock. So you're threatening Nina and Toddy just because what? They never enabled any of my behavior. In fact, I haven't talked to Nina on the phone since probably Christmas of last year. What the fuck are you talking about? Toddy Oneskip has nothing to do with what I do here. See, just another threat to these people as if, you know, like who's targeting whom? Who's harassing who? Why? Because they're women and you think you could take them on again? Because you've done it before with Toddy? It's so easy to see through this fucking horseshit. See, I could just stand up by myself. I don't need to call the FBI and say, can you fight my battles for me, Bree and Sheena? And all. No. We're all individuals here. We're all free thinkers. We all just go, and we're okay with that, whether we agree or not. I know people don't like me because I was on Gypsy's panel and all that. I get it. Whatever. It doesn't even matter. Because that's not even the point, because I'm done with that fucking case. I don't care. So now I don't have those hate goggles on. I could actually view individuals as human beings. And that in itself, well, that in itself is a huge burden off my back. And I'm good with that. In fact, I grew up a Christian. My dad was a pastor, retired pastor, Presbyterian. We grew up Baptist. So maybe it's innate in me from my upbringing as being a Christian, maybe. Even though I don't follow Christianity now and I haven't for quite some time. But I'll tell you what, I was born in there. I led worship. I played drums, guitar for worship teams, traveled everywhere, doing retreats and stuff like that. I mean, so is it inside of me kind of those... that's why I feel like people that are anti-Gypsy and claim that they're Christian, you're not Christian. There's forgiveness in being a Christian. In fact, shame on you because Jesus Christ shed his blood for your ass so you could be saved one day. So you trying to judge someone else when you're supposed to love your neighbor like you love yourself is a big hole and just shows how hypocritical you are. So anybody that's Christian and anti-Gypsy don't go together. So you're not a Christian if you're claiming that you're anti-Gypsy and a Christian. You are a false prophet. You are a false prophet. Nobody is interested in hearing people call out Gypsy Rose's behavior when they co-sign another monster, that would be me, who supports her. Lastly, make no mistake about it, what James, thanks for putting my name in there, is doing is all on behalf of Gypsy Rose. Really? Where's the proof on that? Me fucking with you is all on the behalf of... I don't think even Gypsy Rose knows you, bro. And this guy always thinks like, see guys, Gypsy's talking about me. I called her out on this action. Bro, she doesn't even know who the fuck you are probably, bro. And I'm not going to even ask her about it because I don't think they know. I'll go, do you know Case? They'll be, who the fuck is that? She don't know you, bro. This guy would be the first to jump on Gypsy if he had a chance. He really would. This guy did it with Christy Blanchard. Remember, guys? Do you guys have like short-term memory? Did the men in black actually fucking wave a little wand and, you know, you saw the light and now you forgot that he was like doing that shit with Christy Blanchard? Fucking hypocrites. Never hold each other accountable, but want to hold everybody else accountable when they're the liars and the hypocrites. Even when they get exposed, they don't understand this level of thinking like the elite. This is further proof and evidence she should have never been released from prison. Always making it about Gypsy. Of course, you got to stick that in there, you know. Also uses people by proxy, of course, because it's Munchausen by proxy, right? Everything's by fucking proxy. What the never gets her own hands dirty. Kind of like you, how you use Haiti Joyless behind the scenes, like you use other people behind the scenes. People that you've actually fucked over, like this person over here. Let's go to the screen over here. Who did you fuck over recently? Who the fuck did you fuck over recently? I'm going to show some receipts right now. Now the fun part begins, people. Here. Wow. Who would this be? Who would this be? There's one receipt there. This person is a woman that supported you for quite some time. But this is you, and this is how he treats people. This is from Case. Case said this about this person. I forgot who the person, what the name was. It started with a L. Can anybody help me in chat? Like Lolo or Lolita? I don't know who the fuck it is. I thought I had it in my notes here. Let me see if I could find that person's name, or if I'm even supposed to say their name. The woman. She was on your panel before. Does anybody? Lola? I don't think it was Lola. I don't think it's Lola. It's someone else. Man, I thought it was in here. It's somebody. I don't have the name right here. It's with an L though. Lolita, Lolata. I don't know. Some Lolo, Lily. It might have been Lolo. Who knows? Anyhow, let's just go over this. So this is what he writes, right? He writes to her, I guess. Yeah, he writes to her. Somebody that has been a big supporter of him. Somebody, because he was asking for the GoFundMe recently. Honestly, guys, if you just put any L in their name, I don't even fucking know. So I had it. I thought I had it somewhere here, but it's not here. But when I do get it, I'll circle back and let you know. But this is what he writes to her. Take care going forward. You are not someone that is trustworthy. This is how he speaks to women behind the scenes. This is how he does it behind the scenes, right? Because he's not that guy that he portrays himself to be. He is the bully of women online. He doesn't like it that I'm a man, and I just gave it back to him. 10-fold, 100-fold, whatever you want to call it. He started the game. I was patient with him. He kept going and going. So did his panel, all jumping in, still to this day. And I said, okay, so you want to play the game. Let's go. When I jump in, now he cries. He cries. He says, oh my God, now this is a legal matter. I can't handle it anymore. Has anxiety for fucking almost a month now. Then you shouldn't have started the game. So he says this to his biggest supporter. You are not someone that is trustworthy. To be honest, I'm not sure you aren't working for the other team. You know how he likes to do that? Oh, you're a Blanchard plan and you're on the other team. Shut the I think you intentionally sabotaged me and tried to prevent me from getting an attorney. Oh yeah, the attorney that you actually never paid because the case got dismissed. You mean that attorney? And then you pocketed the rest of the money. And miraculously, this guy buys a Nintendo Switch 2 with a bunch of games. And then he gives away his old Nintendo Switch because he has all the money in the world, apparently. And then he purchases himself a pretty expensive laptop. Did you guys notice? He used to be on his mobile phone when he was StreamYard streaming, live streaming, because you got to love live streamers using StreamYards because they can't do shit like this. Yeah, those kind of people. He was using that shit with his phone, and now he has a laptop, and he still sucks, doesn't he? It's the same quality. It actually got worse. Go back to your phone, bro. Return your laptop, pay back the community of sheep, okay? Anyhow, here it is right here. Sabotage me and try to prevent me from getting an attorney. Spoke to the attorney today because he spoke to his attorney. He told me he got weird vibes with all your questions. You know why? Because Case Study, he designates women like Haiti and this other girl, L, we'll call her L, to do his work for him, even behind the scenes. Even behind the scenes, he's having them call his attorney. Because he can't do manly shit by himself. Who's the misogynist now, right? He calls me a misogynist. I don't direct people on the internet, women or men. Go do this for me. Do it. It sounds like a Becca Scoop situation again. This is who he is. A small man, right? He likes to say, we're a small man. You're a tiny guy right over here. No, you are. Clearly you are. This is the way you speak to women behind the scenes that are supportive of you and willing to do things for you. And then he says, I've removed you as a moderator. Oh, did you? I think it might be Lola, by the way. I think it is Lola. Because I remember him. He texted me one time and he talked shit about Lola. He's like, dude, she's fucking annoying, bro. And it was just him entering the gyp verse. He's like, what do I do? What would you do in that situation? Would you just get rid of her? She's so fucking annoying. She's calling me and she wants to be on the panel and she's obnoxious. I'm like, I mean, that's your call. I mean, you designated them to be your mod. I don't even know the individual you're trying to get advice from me. So I guess maybe that's the person. I'm just guessing. I don't know. I've removed you as a moderator and blocked you from my channel. Like he blocked me because he's afraid that I'm going to come in his live chats and say, hey, what's up, you frog fucker? He can't handle it. He can't. He can't handle it. You never had any intention on paying that bill. What bill? Bill Clinton? I guess you just wanted inside access when it comes to what was going on. I guess he was asking her to pay a fucking attorney bill. That's what it seems like, right? Am I missing something here? I don't know. What do you guys think? Yeah, pajamas, Pats and pajamas. Yeah, I had to endure him calling me and keeping me on the phone for so long. It was worse than having, deal with any ex-girlfriends that I've ever had, or, my ex-wife was pleasant compared to this guy. This guy was a fucking yenta. Holy shit, man. I'd rather hear Cooks and Mimi yelling in both of my ears, one on the left and the other on the right. That would be heavenly compared to listening to his shit and his whining for even a couple minutes. I'd rather, for the rest of my life, have Mimi in one ear screaming and then having Cooks in the other screaming, and maybe Key in the back screaming as well. That would be much better to me. Much more comfortable. I'd love it. I would welcome it until the day I die. All right. So what are we doing here? You never had any intention on paying that bill. I guess you just wanted inside access when it comes to what was going on. Yeah, she was using you, bro. Let's see here. Asking me for clips of what Jesse did. Yeah, Jesse, the fake stalker, the one he stalked. Dear what the heck? And I'm hearing things. I think she wants to speak out finally against you. And I would be more than happy to provide that platform, to the elite if she wants to. If she wants to, maybe. I don't know. But it doesn't even matter, because whatever we present and whatever story or receipts that we present, you never listen to us. Those people, anti-gypsy people, don't listen, don't understand even simple concepts. So sometimes you think it's a waste of time. It really isn't, because there are some still that are part of the 1% that we can just show, and they'll be like, you know what? This guy is a fucking hypocrite. I'm out. And that's good, because we don't want them to have quality viewers. Only quantity is okay with us. Let's see here. For them, that is. Yet all I got was excuses. Wait, hold on. I gave you, asking me for clips of what Jesse did. I gave you every out on paying that bill, but you insisted. Said it was taken care of. Yet all I got was excuses and excuses. That's a really shit thing to do to someone. To lead someone on like that? Yeah, I think you may be Jesse's inside source. She always brags about. I mean, you were trying to call the cops on her the other day. Look at such a rat snitch. You notice the way he speaks to women behind the scenes, even? Behind the scenes. That shows you who he truly is. He's trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho now in his community. Hey guys, I don't want anyone's safety to be hurt by this disturbing cult and dangerous man. All horseshit, lies, fake, hypocrite. I mean, you were trying to call the cops on her the other day when that is illegal as fuck. You know he wrote this because that's exactly how he speaks. I had to tell you not to do that, but you fucked me on this. Lost so much valuable time that I cannot get back. Take care. And thanks for teaching me a valuable lesson. Casestudyz never learns any lessons, period. Which brings us to this. Who would that be? Aaron Carter. Aaron Carter. Now we get into the meat of things. And there's so much more to talk about. Casey boy over there. Aaron Carter. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Any Aaron Carter fans back in the day? Who knows? So he used to be a part of the Aaron Carter verse. Right. And Aaron Carter, as you know, passed away. He died. I don't know. There might be some questions about his death. You know, he did drown. The autopsy, I believe, stated cause of death was drowning. Was it suicide? Possibly. There was drugs in his system, but he didn't overdose. He drowned. And he drowned here. Here. Last, right here in this tub. Yep, Lakers fan. What's up, Aaron? Hell yeah, like him already. Like him already. I believe that's his mom. This is right in the bathroom over here. Some of his clothes. This is the scene of this man taking advantage of this situation, of this guy. He may have overdosed. Okay, I don't know the entire story, but there's a reason why he did that. Because he was being bullied on the internet by this fucking piece of shit. The guy who says he's not a bully. He was a big part of the bullying of Aaron Carter. And not only did he bully Aaron Carter, he bullied the women that stood up for Aaron Carter. Wanted Aaron Carter to get help with his addiction and his troubles. And now you're going to hear him actually confronting an innocent girl who merely just supported Aaron Carter and wanted the best for Aaron Carter. So let's go over there and listen to Casestudyz now. Because he likes to say, well, you're the person that bullies women. Interesting, because he likes to point out that there are patterns with me and stuff like that from community to community. But here it is. I don't know who this woman is. I saw this on YouTube, though. All you do is type in case study Tika, I believe. But this popped up. If you do Casestudyz and you do a scroll, you'll find it on YouTube. But here it is right here. I will cue it up and let's take a listen. I guess this lady is Tika. And this was back in 2022. And all because she supported Aaron Carter and wanted him to be healthy and was sick and tired of him being bullied by people like Casestudyz to the point he lost his life.
Can I help you with? If you're talking about
Tika, I don't know what
hold
you
on.
can help me with. I would like to think that maybe I can help you.
Do not bring up Aaron. That's all I'm asking.
Do not bring up Aaron. Oh my God, that's always your first fucking priority.
Absolutely, because
Poor
if you have something
Aaron,
to question,
poor
you want to
fucking
talk
Aaron,
to me,
right?
then talk to me about me.
Okay, I'll talk to you
What
about
do you care about? What do you care about?
I don't give a shit about you, Tika.
So why are you here? Why
I
are you
could care
harassing
fucking
me?
less about you. You're
Then
a
why are you
random
harassing
weirdo
me?
from the internet that
I'm a
became obsessed
weirdo.
with Aaron
You're
Carter.
the one stalking me. I'm a weirdo.
Stalking you? Stalking you.
Absolutely. You're on my
Dude,
live.
I
on
don't
my
watch
live with
any
the whole
of your
page,
shit,
almost all
Tika.
of
I don't watch
everything
any
on
of
your
your
page
boring ass
Are you going to let me
shit.
talk? Because that's how
Sure, go ahead,
conversations
talk.
work.
Go for it.
So you're telling me I'm a weirdo, but
Yeah.
you're on my page. You have
No,
all
you
these
were on my
clips of
page.
me
You were on my page.
because of what you clipped about me and said. And that's not
Clip
true.
about you? I don't clip, honey.
You do.
I
Well,
make,
you
I
repost them.
make fucking content.
That's content.
And you're very good about giving me content.
So why? My question is, if you're a grown adult with children, and you're saying these things like you're a father, why do you behave like this?
Try again. This is the wrong line of questioning, Tika, because you're the
It's
one
the
that
wrong line
needs
of
some
question.
help.
You'd answer the
Okay,
question.
you're the one that ignores your children online
I don't ignore
when
my
they're wanting
children.
your attention. You're the one
Yeah.
that is sending food and
As a
coffee
parent,
to
okay,
Aaron.
hold on.
You're
As
sending
a parent,
food and
as a
coffee
parent,
to Aaron
as a
Carter
parent,
after he's like
as
drugged
a
out,
parent,
shaved
I
his head.
guarantee you, every single parent has taken time to themselves. And the minute you take your attention off of a child, they want your attention. That's a natural child thing to do. As soon as you hop on the phone,
Tika, you look like you haven't
attention.
slept in a fucking year ever since you came into contact with Aaron Carter. You've been sending him nudes since the time
What
that
are you
his child
talking
was
about?
born.
You're such a liar.
A liar?
You're
Really?
lying.
Really,
You're
Tika?
lying.
And you have family members. You have
you're
family
spewing
members
such
reaching
venom.
out to random
That's not
fucking
my
people on
family.
the internet
That's
saying
not,
that
woman
you
is
make
not
up
my
stories, you
family.
keep your children from them, you have
Are you gonna let
borderline
me-
personality disorder.
That's
like
not
the list
true,
goes on and
though.
on. Okay?
That's not true. So now
I
you're
will
making
call
lies
you
about
out.
my
I will
medical
call the
records.
Crystal Lands out. I'll call them all out. Like
Let me
you
talk then.
need some
Stop
you need some
talking.
fucking help. You're
Stop
not gonna
talking.
fuck Aaron, honey.
Stop
You're not
talking.
gonna fuck him. You're
Yikes,
not.
what is wrong with you? Why are you so volatile? Why can't you talk normally?
Because
without
someone
cursing?
needs to talk to you like the way that
Yes,
you
you're
need
not
to be
talking
talked
to
to.
me. You're
Get some shed some
venom at-
sense into your fucking head.
spewing venom and hate at me for no reason. You asked to have a conversation.
Okay,
and this
okay,
is
let's
not
have a conversation. All right,
Okay, so
I
for
apologize.
one, okay,
All right,
it's fine.
okay.
For one, I do not have multiple personality disorder. I don't
I
appreciate
said
you laughing
borderline
at that.
personality disorder. That's what
Whatever.
your grandmother
Okay.
said.
She's a liar, and if you look up court history,
No,
since
she's
you
a
want to
liar.
turn,
What
let
about
me
Aaron?
finish.
What about
Let me
Aaron? Why
finish,
is
please.
everything that
Can I
Aaron
please
does,
finish?
anything
Can I
somebody
say
presents
one
you
word
with
right now? Are
facts,
you
or
going to
something
let
that he
me
has
finish?
done, that's a
Are
lie.
you going to let me finish? So for a person that has multiple restraining orders on her against me because of what she's doing, and the court deemed her and her son as unfit to be around my children, the court of law did that. So for you to even engage in that is really messed up without knowing everything. That woman is
Okay, that's
literally
just
off of her-
equally as
let me
fucking
finish,
messed up as you, Tika, defending
Let me
Aaron
finish,
Carter the way
please.
that you do.
Why
When
are
people
you
present
talking
you
about
facts
Aaron
and facts
Carter?
and facts
Why are
over and
you
over and
talking
over
about
again,
Aaron
but you
Carter?
turn a blind
Stop
eye
talking
to it
about
because
Aaron
you have a
Carter.
weird obsession
Stop.
with a former washed-up
Jesus,
sicko pop star.
Lord have mercy. This is why nobody wants to talk to you, because you're
Actually, a lot of people want to talk to me. They just
yeah,
don't want to talk
because
to
you guys
you
all
because
sit
you're a fucking
around and
idiot.
try to bully people.
Bully people?
You're
No,
making
actually, yeah. I've been watering my mouth waiting to talk to you
And all
because
of
you're the
these people
worst
that
out of
are
all of
engaging
them,
with
Tika.
you.
You're the worst out of
No.
all of them.
No, I'm definitely not. I'm
At
definitely
least
not.
Crystal Ann
God
is
bless
fucking
you.
entertaining. I'll give
God
her
bless
that much.
you. Stop
You are
talking about
boring
Aaron.
and stupid.
I'm very intelligent. You're spitting hate and spit at your phone or whatever you're recording on because you're angry.
I'm not recording. I don't record shit.
Really?
No, I'm not recording shit. I'll go back and find the
spitting
clips.
hate.
Sure.
You're so angry. You're so angry for no reason over somebody you've never met. This is the first time
You've never met Aaron. You have never met Aaron Carter, and you're in love with him.
You said you wanted to talk to me about me, so why are you talking about Aaron? Why are you so obsessed with him? It's sick. It's weird.
I'm not
you guys
obsessed
are
with
weird.
Aaron, dude.
You
I make
are. You guys are
content,
clipping
dude.
us. That's
He's
obsessive.
content heaven.
You guys
He
take
really
time
is.
out of your day. You take time out of your day to clip people like me or Aaron for no
Again,
reason.
I don't clip
you don't
people.
like him.
I don't clip people.
You make fun of people and make lies up and make disgusting
Yeah, I make
videos.
fun out of
What is
stupid
wrong
people
with
like
guys?
you.
But
Yeah.
I'm not stupid,
You
though.
support a pedophile,
He's not a
dog-killing,
pedophile.
allegedly sister
He's not a
raper.
pedophile. I will slow down.
Okay. So that was just a fake. That was some fake shit, right?
Here you guys go. Like, you are so crazy. All these
that was some fake.
Who raised you guys to
Photoshop
think
photos,
it's
I'm
okay
assuming,
to
right?
behave in this manner? Did your parents raise you to let you think it's okay to tear another person down, to talk about a human being like that, to make lies up? You have children and a wife, and you're sitting here behaving this way, and you try to come for me. That is unacceptable behavior, and I will
You're
not.
really good at flipping the script. You must have went to Aaron Carter 101. I mean, you must have, because you're good at that.
One thing without his name. You're obsessed with him.
Oh my God! Yes, we must protect the precious.
You are literally
must
crazy. You body
the
shamed
precious.
me. You body
Aaron's
shamed me.
Carters.
What kind of a man are you? What kind
at
of a
all
grown
costs?
man?
Because he really gives a shit about you, doesn't he?
Why are you talking?
He really gives a shit about you, doesn't he?
You're like crazy. Why are you so angry about him? Let it go. Leave him alone.
I think a lot of people are fucking angry about Aaron Carter.
You guys sit on Twitter and YouTube behind screens, hiding who you are, trying to ruin other people's lives.
I'm not trying to ruin anybody's life. Hey, let me tell you something. I don't call venues. I don't try to take money away from Aaron. I'm not a social justice warrior. I could give a shit less about any of that stuff. I don't call your job. I've never called your place of employment. I don't care because you're beneath me.
You should care that
you, Aaron, all those people, you're beneath me. You should care
that you are a father to somebody's child. You're a father to your child behaving this way as a grown man. Who raised you like that? Round of applause to your parents. Seek help and leave me and my family alone.
Hey, why don't you let your children fucking see their grandparents?
My children
How about that?
Glorious. My children are happy. They love Jesus. They're well fed. They're well taken care of. My children are amazing. So don't come for my children.
Then why are you sending money that should go to your children to Aaron? Why are you doing that? Is that just a pre-fucking requisite? That along with the news?
You're making fun of me for sending my friend food? That is crazy.
Yeah, I am. He didn't even accept it. I am going to make fun of that.
That is insane. That is.
I am going to make fun of that.
That's good for you. Like awesome. Like
you closed all of your. You closed all of your social media accounts out of embarrassment because he didn't accept the food that you sent him.
What I'm asking you.
All you're good for is stupid emojis, dumb tikas. That's it.
Dumb tika. Ouch. Yikes. Like this is what you have nothing positive or nothing.
You know what? Somebody needs to talk to you the way that you deserve to be talked to because you've got the fucking internet.
You're a woman hater. I feel bad for you. You have so much hate. Absolutely, you are. I deserve to be talked to like that. You don't know anything about me. You know nothing about me.
Oh no, I don't know anything about you. Somebody that lives their life 24/7 on Instagram, supporting Aaron Carter. I think you get a glimpse into who a person is, Tika.
Oh my gosh, you have so much hate. You've been waiting for this moment for like weeks.
I fucking have.
Come at me
I absolutely have.
Well, there it is. See, the difference between me and you there, Case, when you present videos, why don't you present an 8-minute video? Because that was 8 minutes of an entire live stream segment of you and this girl, Tika, that you were bullying. Why don't you present that? 8 minutes unedited of me in whatever you're trying to claim. Kids in a Discord. You can't. It's all clipped up. But me, I can show the entire footage untouched, unedited. And that is you. In fact, you are the one that bullies women on the internet. Talking about her children and all this stuff and bringing her grandma into the situation, claiming that you somehow never go real life. You reached out to that grandma. You go real life. You bully these women. There is no clip out there that you're going to see me talking the way that you did to this young lady. You're not going to find it. In 8 minutes, you might find clips of me in here arguing with people that might be females on the internet. But with 8 minutes, complete, unedited shit, the stuff that you just said, and people could hear the playback, and I'm going to actually upload this shit tomorrow or sometime so that they get to know you, the real you, the person that is pretending to be Captain Save-A-Ho to all of your sheep and minions that I provided to you. What are they going to say now? They're probably still going to support you because your hate, all of their hate for Gypsy Rose Blanchard blinds them from actual reality. They will excuse sexual abuse against children just to hate bond with others that don't like Gypsy Rose. They will excuse this type of bullying behavior when they're trying to call it out. They're trying to say, why don't you take legal action against the biggest bully on the internet? I don't do that type of behavior on the internet. And this guy is real. That's the difference. I may joke and do it in a joking manner, but you are actually, that is you. We can hear it in your voice. We can hear it in the things you said. In fact, you even called Aaron Carter a pedophile in this very clip early on, because that is his defense. The pattern of behavior that Casestudyz has presented from different communities that he was a part of. He likes to say, I was a part of this community and that's all I do is destroy communities. I bring along the 1%ers from every single community. And voila, here we are. 10 years later, we picked up many, many people that are just built differently and are unique. But here, not only does he bully this girl, well, he does it to someone else. But he did this to Aaron Carter because his hate for Aaron Carter blinded him. True emotion. You hear that same emotion from him when he's on TikTok lives with other women. Have you noticed that? Because he can't keep his fucking emotions in check ever. He acts like this on Reddit with other women that don't like him. He bothers them. He harasses them. He stalks them until his ass is banned from that subreddit. And then he comes in with alt names. Casestudyz 2.0. Guys, this is Case again. No shit, Sherlock. And then he does it again. He tries to befriend them, right? Try to get on their good side and shit, because he doesn't like when people just hate him. He doesn't like it. In fact, it bothers him. It keeps him up at night when Lil Frodo's talking shit about him and say, I don't like this piece of shit. And Lil Frodo could talk shit about me, and maybe I think she or he might have actually. In this, I'm not there arguing with her or him, okay? In a subreddit, I don't lose sleep over it. Yes, it hurts. No, I'm just kidding. But this guy's sitting there arguing with these people. He's stalking them. He's bullying them, and that's how he treats women on the internet. And then he wants to say, you know, talk about misogynistic, bullying women. No, that's you. That is you. And you're a coward. You're a coward. You waste law enforcement's time on your horseshit because you got your little boy fifis hurt. And that's the reality. And, you know, I guess he doesn't like this guy named Check Star or something. Check the Star. But he's kissing his ass here. This is funny. He kisses this guy's ass right here. I guess this is Check the Star. He doesn't like him. You know, he doesn't like, but he's kissing his ass here. And then the next video, he goes after him. This happened like last year. Not this video, but the video that we're going to see after this. I just want you to see him kiss his ass and be his friend, because everybody says, why did you turn on Casestudyz? Because he's a scumbag behind the scenes. He's no friend. He wants to act like he's this friend. He's fake as fuck. And I am real as fuck. And I'm giving it to you. And you're seeing it. You're seeing it. If you don't see it, give it a year. But here he is with this guy.
It just shows you
Kissing his
that
ass.
people that were actually labeling themselves as accountability people or truthers, or like really just said they were in this for the right reasons. No, they were in this for the entertainment. They were in this for the drama. They were in this just for something to talk about online. And
by the way,
I
shut up. It's the same voice, right, as Truthy Magoo. Let's face it. Glare actually fucking messaged me, and he said, dude, you got Truthy Magoo in your community. I said, fuck you, Glare. I said, I know. So there's that.
Fell into that too. I fell into that. Even though, I make content or whatever, I found myself in the middle of that too. And it's a very easy cycle to get wrapped up into. But I always try to find the positive in people and always try to find a middle ground. And just because I may not agree with what whoever.
See, notice he's all friendly because Case needs something from the guy. This is how he was with Christy Blanchard. Friendly, fake as fuck. But let's keep listening to his friendly side, because you'll see.
Else does on certain things. It doesn't mean that they're the devil reincarnated.
Hey, you
know
to,
what I mean?
To clean up your image, to be real, you've always kept it player with me. You always told me when you disagreed on something, and I didn't argue with you. I just voiced on why I did the things that I did. You to understand.
Penguins. Who knows, right? Claire said, hey, who knows? Because remember, this is their playbook. As long as you say it, it must be true, right? Because they never like to show legit receipts. So, yeah. Just read between the lines there. You're the elite. You know what's up.
Understood, or you agree to disagree. No,
but he definitely is, I'm sure. Pretty sure. Same guy, same voice, same brain, same fucking scammy shit. Yeah, same.
And you were against the board about it. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll tell you what. One thing I want to bring. Let me sip this fucking Red Bull. Hold on. I live on these Red Bulls, man. Working overnights. I'm working 16 hours a day, 5 days a week, midnight till 4 p.m. every fucking day in this rehab. And it's...
Sir, that's something he knows nothing about. Hard work.
I'm working in the detox. Bro, I'm working in the detox center now, which means these guys that are coming in off of the streets, off of these drugs, they're at their most volatile, vulnerable moment in life, to where they're either going to stay or they're going to go. They're either going to...
And that's when Casestudyz jumps in, the vulnerable. And then he bullies them, like we're going to see in the next clip. But you see how he's fake as fuck, pretending he's on their side and all this shit. I'm listening. No, he targeted these two gentlemen.
Stay and get the help they need, or they're going to go. And I'm one of the first set of people that they talk to. So, man, I got to come hard with these guys and talk to them truthful from the heart about the addiction. Yeah, man, and like get them to stay. And I've been getting so much inspiration from just working there. I stay up till 3, 4. Well, I mean, I'm up all night anyway working, but these guys stay up till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning at a big round table talking with me all night. And it's like, yo, I've learned so much about myself just off of other people's fucking addiction stories. And it's like, damn, man, you really get to see yourself in a lot of people. But one thing I want to say about Check, man, Check, I did notice how much fucking hate you were getting no matter what. And I'm not talking about anything that Case has done, because that's content comedy. You guys bike back and forth. I'm talking about people.
Yeah, case studies. We always hear that, right? We always hear that. It's all comedy, guys. Yeah. The bullying is just comedy, you know. There was no comedy in the last clip we heard, but again, here is Case pretending he's on your side and he's your friend and shit. Wait until you get a load of the other clip that we're going to show.
That literally will fucking go at your fucking heart and go at you. And you kept it 100 by keeping your true emotion about the situation with the man with Aaron that passed, and you didn't let any of the haters fucking get you flipped out or flip you from doing what you were doing, man. And it just goes to show you that you truly cared about the man. And that's beautiful, dog. And I'm sorry for your loss. And I will say that 100% because you are family to that man. And I'm sorry that you have to go through what you're going through, because this disease is the real fucking devil in this entire picture. The disease is the real devil, and unfortunately, that devil's never going to go away, man. So we're going to lose a lot more people to the addiction, and the way you handled it is just really.
I pray we don't. I pray we don't. I pray.
Yeah, man, we all do, but it's going to happen, man.
Yeah, but you know what? I think Case dropped off here, but look, these guys are clearly, I don't know, their situation. They're talking about addiction, and he's like going along with it, like, yeah, man, yeah, bro, they're all buddies, and shit like that. But no, because he pops up on a live just last year too. Was it last year or something on TikTok right here? There he is, Case Studyz, right? Case Studyz right here. He's got a lot to say now to the same gentleman. You guys remember him, right? You guys remember him? Here we go. Watch this. This is how Case Studyz is truly like
a piece of shit, and while trying to promote yourself, and the arrogance kind of just reached a breaking point for me.
It's reaching my breaking point with honestly you.
And I don't know what you're talking about Discord. I don't have Discord. I'm not that savvy with the internet. So
sitting in the opposite room right now with your baby mama is kind of bothering me. You need to go check up on your kids.
That's the best you can do. Yeah.
Do you want at me about
okay,
mine?
Checkies.
Let's go ahead.
Checkies.
Take care of your kid, my boy.
At least I'm with my kid. Where are your
Where do we hear that? At least I'm with my kid, right? Like he said, I lost my family. It's the same fucking playbook that he does. He seeks these people out that clearly have some trouble in their lives, and he bullies them everywhere he goes. This is when he was in the Gyp first, by the way, because I remember this live stream. He texted me. He said, "Oh, I'm going to get this motherfucker," right? So he hopped on, and he gave me the link. So I went over there, and then I saw him like berating this guy, It's like, for what, bro? You should be better than that. Why are you wasting your time trying to berate this dude? And then he did that with that girl, Tika, that we saw here. I mean, there's just a mountain of evidence of the Did you notice that everything I show you is not edited? It's the full live stream. You don't have any choppy audio or any images flying different directions and flipping it and all that shit. No, you see straight up right here the entire live stream to get the full context. Let's keep on listening here. It's not that long.
But the thing is,
your only claim to fame is Judge Joe Brown.
For example,
Miguel,
you are literally saying
that you think Aaron
Miguel, see, there he is doxing the guy. He says that, his family's getting doxed. This guy goes and throws out people's names on a live stream on this TikTok live. He does it with me, James or whatever, And his thing will be, well, everybody has your docs. And I'll say that because I don't give a fuck. It's just like, dude, everybody has it. But that doesn't mean you should do it. What gives you the right to go and tell somebody who doesn't know that that's my name or that's his name? Who gives you that right? He doesn't care about your rights. He doesn't. All he wants to do is bully people around. And he picks on the people that he feels are less than him. That's why he attacks women. So who's the misogynist now? See, I attack anybody. It's equal opportunity here. But the truth is, when he ran into me and he thought, well, if I could If I could get Evil Ghost to be on my team, if I could get Wine Ox Puppy, and I could get Barb, and I could get Haiti and Apple and his entire old panel, like Nicole, to talk shit. Yeah, we're all a gang because they're gang stalkers. They move together in comment sections and shit like that to bully others. And they ran into me with this entire gang, this group. And it's just poor little me. No, I didn't get on my red Batman phone and call the FBI. No, it's just me. You know, the guy with not many views anymore. If I'm that irrelevant, then why are you mentioning me at all? If I'm so irrelevant, I get it. I don't get as many views as you now because now I guess on the other side, right? So why am I a threat? Because you say I'm a threat. Why am I a threat? If I'm so irrelevant, why does everybody have my name in their mouth? Whether it's TikTok, another YouTube live stream, this, that, and the other, Reddit. If I'm that irrelevant, why? Why? Do you bring me up? Why are you afraid? Why are you threatened? Why do you care if I'm disturbing or not if I am relevant? It's a question. It's a question. Just a question. I know the answer to the question.
That and Aaron Carter, I guess, and wearing his love and being on stage, being his cheerleader. I guess that's your claim to fame, right?
Instead of you taking care of your kid, you're on here talking.
You should take those nose rings out, by the way, because it looks like you have a fucking constant booger up your nose.
Oh, the booger pillow. Oh my God. Your earring, your nose ring looks like a booger up your nose. This guy, man. Same fucking jokes all the time. He thinks he's funny, blah, blah, blah. I mean, come on. And you know what? He's the jealous one, clearly, because he wanted to be best friends with Aaron Carter, but Aaron Carter didn't like him. Nobody likes you, Case. They only like you because you pretend to hate Gypsy Rose, and they believe that you hate Gypsy, but you don't. You don't, because deep down inside, I know this guy, he just wants to get close to Gypsy. Because the moment he can, oh, you know he's going to take it. Just like he did with Christy Blanchard. Just like he does when, Ken, why don't you come up on my panel? Because he's jealous. He doesn't like it when everything happens here. He doesn't like it that this gentleman up at top right here is close to Aaron Carter. Did you notice he said that? Did you notice in this video? He didn't like it that Tika, this lady, innocent, very well, kind of, I mean, she didn't yell at the guy. She was almost intimidated by his bullying tactics and had enough and had to tell him, stop, Case, stop. But he kept going. Then he brought up her kids. Then he brought up the grandma. Then he brought up the fact that she gave food money to a friend. That made him mad because he's the biggest bully, but he's a coward. He is a coward because he met his match. In fact, he bit off more than he can chew. Is that a word? Yeah, I think that's right. And here I am. Call me karma, call me what you want, but I'm here. You rang and I answered the door, and where you at? At your local police station.
Everybody says it. It looks like you have the biggest booger up your nose 24/7. And I don't even see the nose ring. Oh, actually, now I see it. Now I see it.
Live and show your face.
Wow. He's tall, handsome, witty, funny. Looks like you got a booger up your nose. It's an earring, though. Yeah.
For who you are, it's okay. I will accept you for you.
I'd rather not.
See, even this guy's trying to, you know what, man? Come on, man. I'll accept you for who you are. Come on. Why are you bullying me? Why are you fucking stalking me? Casestudyz follows this guy wherever, And he's jealous because he gets some views and clicks sometimes because, you know, maybe he's going to go get some views and clicks. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? But he's jealous. This guy's always jealous. He needs to bring everybody down to his level, right? And then when someone says, okay, then I'm going to bring you down to my level. I'm going to drag your ass down even below the dirt, and we're gonna get into a mud fight. We're gonna mud wrestle, and he doesn't want any of that, right? And that's when he claims he has an epiphany, guys. He's Captain Save-A-Ho. He's the one that's against bullying women on the internet. Fake, fraud, hypocrite, liar, disgusting, vile, and he hides all this activity from his wife.
Rather not be associated with you guys on the internet forever. You know what I mean? I just like to make fun of you, make content out of you. And you know,
yeah, that's all he does. He makes fun of people and he makes content out of people that are less fortunate or he sees as weak. He did it, Toddy One Skip. You've seen it with your own eyes. But this is the person you want to be a part of. All the people on his panel, right? Our old panel. You like this? So stop being a hypocrite. And they call me whatever they're calling me, that clearly he is 100 times worse. And I don't even have to use edited clips. I use the entire context of the entire live stream that he can never provide against me because he doesn't have anything on me but the Vin Vader tapes that he edited.
you're just a long list of people that's going to be here in a month or two.
It's kind of sad.
Giving your sob story about how you were duped, thought Aaron was the real one. You wanted to be positive and yada, yada, yada. And then you're going to be giving tea, as they say, looking for followers, looking for clouds. You're going to be the next Scotian. You're going to be the next Scotian. You're going to be the next.
You notice he doesn't even allow the guy to talk because he's just over talking. This guy can't control his emotions. This is Casestudyz, and now he's in the gypverse, and all of them are exactly the same. They're okay with his behavior. Salty Carolina girl is okay with his behavior because of their blindness, their collective hate towards Gypsy Rose. And that proves that they're hypocrites because they will excuse disgusting behavior just for the purpose of hating one individual on planet Earth and bully that person on the internet. Yet they claim that, well, they're being bullied from me? Me? Who, me? Where's my who me? That's a who dis.
Who dis?
I want a who me. Where the fuck is who me, man? My eyes. Oh.
Me?
Who, me? Me?
Me?
Beetlejuice. Me?
Me?
Me? You? Me?
Me?
All right, let's finish this off.
Grady, although I have respect for Grady. I have respect
about
for
both of them.
Grady's a real one.
You was just talking about both of them niggas on my shit, on my DM. Stop talking about that shit. You're weird.
Yeah, well, check, I don't know when this is going to get through your little small pea brain, but every DM I sent you was fucking bullshit. I was wanting you to get Aaron to unblock me. Anybody that knows me knows.
Yeah, he wanted Aaron Carter to unblock him because he got his feet hurt so he could bully Aaron Carter again. So ask yourself, did Casestudyz Scott participate in the demise of one Aaron Carter? I could almost guarantee you, hell yeah. Somebody being bullied on the internet that much, especially struggling with addiction, you should know this straight out of context. Shame on you, right? Shame on you to be up on his panel, sucking his, doing the to him. Knowing what he has done to Aaron Carter on the internet. Yeah, he participated. Was he the sole reason for Aaron Carter overdose? No, but he is definitely a big piece of that. A piece of that. That sound, is the sound bad or something? I'm not sure. And he knows it. And he was jealous that he got blocked by Aaron Carter because he wanted to be unblocked so he could continue to bully him. And he kept doing it.
was that there's no way in any fucking way, shape, or form I would entertain
people you're talking about.
Hey, I will say this. I thought you were a decent guy. I did for a minute. I thought you were a decent guy. I wasn't lying about that. I thought you were decent there for a minute.
Everything that comes out your mouth is just bullshit. I really don't give a fuck if people think I'm a decent guy or not, because at the end of the day, I know I'm a decent guy. So I don't give a fuck what your interpretation is of me. I don't care if you think I'm a bad guy or a good guy. I don't care. I'm feeling like a bad guy. It's cool. I'm still going to be me. I'm still going to be me. Doesn't matter what you got to say. Doesn't matter, bro. You could hate me or love me. I'm still going to keep it 100. It doesn't matter. All this nigga does is hide behind a fucking screen and just sit there and keyboard type and talk shit. Doesn't matter, bro. At the end of the day, you would not fade me. You would not say none of that negative fucking connotation bullshit to my face. You wouldn't keep that.
So you heard it. Unedited, unclipped up. You heard it all. And look at what that guy said. Spitting some wisdom out there. You know, who is more clear-headed? Who is more logical in that situation? Who was the one being the bully, right? It really doesn't take much common sense to understand what happened right there. And that was only a couple incidents that we have shown you, and there's many more. So for them to say, because of their hate for Gypsy Rose, because that's all they could focus on, they can't focus on other things, right? So they excuse all these other behaviors. So they don't have the right to call anyone out ever again. Because if they're okay with that guy and his hypocrisy and his vile, disgusting behavior, then they better shut their mouths and never complain again about anything that's done to them. Because that right there, what he did, what Casestudyz did to this Tika girl, what Casestudyz did to that gentleman right there, who clearly has his head on straight and knows the value of his self, unlike Casestudyz. And for Casestudyz to be a part of the bullying of Aaron Carter all the way up until his death and his overdose, maybe, Case, you owe a public apology to Aaron Carter's family and his mom. Because you were a part of all of that bullying online, and you want to scream that you're being bullied online every single time. You can go fuck yourself all time, all right? So that's it. I might go live on TikTok later. I'm not sure. Maybe not. I'm a little tired, man. But we're just here to point out the hypocrisies, the lies of the anti-gypsy group. It's crazy, but it's real. And we present all of the legit receipts that are undeniable, period, end of story. So there's that. There's that. That's there. And we do it with peace and love. This live stream's in the refrigerator, doors closed, the lights are out, the eggs are cold, and the butter's getting hard, and the jello's jiggling. And we only have one word, 4 letters, and that is...